heater. My neck done froze like winter. Don't bet it on liquor. Shades told me picture. MJ on the shit, thriller. Funny vibes every night. Afakhet Rekupela diverse To the full set, otama ya kajete Lebana baba dance. Oh yes, my baby's a oh yes. Oh yes, my baby's a oh yes. Ifori, fitla kobo dom periona Rutameka diveve Bare afakhet Rekupela diverse To the full set, otama ya kajete Lebana baba dance. Oh yes, my baby's a oh yes. Oh yes, my baby's a oh yes. Ifori, fitla kobo dom periona Rutameka diveve like Fogger, pull up in a beam, too much, too clean, I'm taller. Don't foster, serious another. A big time player, trip too big and ganja. I went flexing, Tina said gym, too hot like a heater. My neck done froze like winter. Don't bet it on liquor, Shades told me picture. MJ on the shit, thriller. Funny vibes every night. Enter, Nankalagati, Costa, I can style like Fogger. Pull up in a beam, too much, too clean, I'm taller. Don't foster, serious another. A big time player, a crib too big and ganja. I went flexer, Tina said gym, too hot like a heater. My neck done froze like winter. Don't bet it on liquor, Shades told me picture. MJ on the shit, thriller. Funny vibes every night. Enter.
Yes, greetings everyone. It's a lovely Saturday evening. Welcome to our weekly gathering of entrepreneurs. It's truly heartwarming to have you all here, and a special welcome to those that are joining for the first time. All right, before we get started, let us ease into things with some music. Also, use this opportunity to inform our friends, family members, partners, associates that we are live. Yes, we could just, give them the hint that we are live and we're about to start and we are in for a treat. Okay, DJ Kids, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Party no vex for me. Say I never call you since, but I hope that you are well. I hope your market sell. Every day I dey pray for you. Make you Baba God bless you. I never forget you. I gon' forget you. See my shoulder, make you rest up on me. You know I got you. Now me be your friend indeed. The money don't show now. I don't keep some for you. You know go so far. Cause anything I get now for me and you. Yeah. How are you, my friend? How do you do, my friend? I know sometimes it be like say nobody send you. That's when I did for you, my friend. How are you, my friend? How do you do, my friend? I know sometimes it be like say nobody send you. That's when I did for you, my friend. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi àtàtà, you always stay in my mind. Pàdí mi gone, gone, gone. I cherish you with my life. Don't worry yourself, oh. Everything go day alright. And if anybody try you, you know it's gonna be on sight. See my shoulder, make you rest up on me. You know I got you. Now me be your friend indeed. I'm on the money don't show now. I don't keep some for you. You know go so far. Cause anything I get now for me and you, yeah. How are you, my friend? See you, my brother. How do you do, my friend? See you, my sister. I know sometimes it be like say nobody send you. That's when I did for you, my friend. Solo. How are you, my friend? How do you do, my friend? I know sometimes it be like say nobody send you. That's when I did for you, my friend. I know sometimes it be like say nobody send you. That's when I did for you, my friend. I know that I don't call enough, but you're always.
Oh, yes, welcome back, everyone. I feel incredibly, fortunate to be among such brilliant individuals and positive energy in this space today. All right, just permit me to introduce myself. My name is Tosi, and I am your beautiful moderator for today's session. Here at Entrepreneurs Weekly Assembly, we bring together entrepreneurs from Africa and beyond to connect, collaborate, and share innovative ideas to fuel growth in our ventures. Isn't that amazing? Yes, it is amazing. If you're new in this space, you are in for a treat. I said that earlier. So to kickstart today's session, we will be watching a video on best practices for attending Zoom meetings professionally. Stay tuned.
How to attend an online video meeting. Number 1. Always stay in the center of the screen. Your face should be in the middle of the screen, not at the top or at the bottom of the screen. Number 2. Your camera should always be at face level, maintaining a distance of 30 centimeters or an arm length from the screen. Number 3. Your lighting should always be in front of you, not behind you. Number 4, always use the landscape option when using the video call option on your phone. Number 5, your background should be simplistic with plain decor. This keeps the attention of the audience focused on you. Number 6, always make sure there are no moving objects or people behind you while you're in an active meeting. Number 7, always keep your camera on. It is considered unprofessional and in most gatherings unacceptable to leave your camera turned off. Number 8, remember to switch off your mic or mute it when not actively participating in a conversation or dialogue. Number 9, always check to make sure your name and company name appear on the window tab. Number 10, always try to be still. Avoid making too many movements or fidgeting during a meeting. Number 11, eating food or having a snack during a video session is considered rude and indecent. However, having a glass of water, tea, or coffee is acceptable. Number 12, when speaking, also try to maintain a normal tone or pitch. Never shout or speak erratically. Number 13, be on time and ready. Make sure you have everything set up 10 minutes ahead of the appointed time. Number 14, always look smart. Dress appropriately, you never know who's watching. Number 15, always let the team know when you're done speaking by indicating I'm done or thank you. Number 16, do not exceed your time limit. Number 17, always have your pen and notepad ready so you can take down important points and highlights of the meeting. This is very important. Number 18, make sure all the necessary devices are functional and running, such as your mic, camera, speakers, and internet connection. Also check your device battery status to make sure they are fully charged. Number 19, always stay focused and attentive during the meeting. Avoid multitasking so you don't get yourself and others distracted. Number 20, most importantly, try to be yourself. Stay calm and smile. Thank you. This video was brought to you by Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, AYE, the largest entrepreneurship network in Africa.
Oh, yes, thank you very much for that beautiful video. I trust you found some valuable insights in that video already. It is crucial to, present yourself professionally in virtual meetings. And I'm sure these tips will come in handy. All right, for those joining us for the first time, welcome to Entrepreneurs Weekly Assembly, where we not only collaborate, but also apply knowledge to enhance our businesses and lifestyles. A warm welcome to our esteemed guest. I could see Stephanie. Yes, yes, I could see Stephanie. I could see Natalie, and I could see Azomta. I hope I got that correct. You're welcome. We are thrilled to have you join us today. Yes, it's beautiful to have you. And I see some of you have turned your camera on, which is fantastic. For those who haven't, feel free to switch them on if you are in a comfortable space. And if not, a beautiful profile picture will suffice. Yes, it will do that. And don't forget to rename yourself for easier identification. All right, great. All right, so I think I got a message. Okay. All right. Welcome once again. So it's time to recite our creed, which holds significant meaning to us in the AYE organization. So before we recite that, I'm going to ask a beautiful, I'm sorry, I said beautiful. He's actually an handsome man. Okay. All right. I'm just going to call him shortly. But before I do that, I would like us to know that this is weekly. This is Entrepreneurs Assembly, rather, and you're welcome to this assembly. Right about now, I will be handing over to Joshua Ogbonna as he leads us in the creed. Joshua, the mic is yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good evening, African young entrepreneurs. Thank you so much, Justin. It's my pleasure to be here today, brothers and sisters, young entrepreneurs from all around the world. I feel so excited about today's assembly. Already Tosin has highlighted that our guests are in the house. Well, today I don't have the best lighting and I'm not in the best condition, but I can tell you that I'm deeply honored today to anchor this segment of today's assembly, leading us into the main event for tonight. First of all, I want to thank my African father and mentor, the president of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization, Dr. Sumi Smart Francis, for giving us a platform like this, where we are weekly recharged, and also for giving me the opportunity to really anchor the segment of today's assembly. I'm going to be taking us through the members grid, like we have already said, but before I go ahead, I just want to quickly address those of us who are joining us for the very first time, and for those who are not active members of the organization yet, to say, there is so much that you enjoy from being an active member, or you might say an official member. So please kindly visit the link that will be sent in the charts to become a member and to get access to the so many benefits like the platforms and opportunities we create at AYE to help every entrepreneur harness their full potential. Now back to the grid. If you're just joining us for the first time, and as a reminder to everyone, the members grid is a word of affirmation that we use in the organization. We declare every so often to ourselves. It's also like a pledge of our commitment to Africa and to our greatness. And to some of us, it's also a prayer affirming our prosperity. And whenever we recite this creed, we clench our fists just like this. If you can look at me right now, we clench our fists together in solidarity, just like I've done right now. So right away, please, I'd like you all to do this as we take the grid. Very good. I can see all of us have our fist up like this. Now, so this is how we're going to do it. Whatever I say, you're going to recite after me. I'm just going to ask a few persons to unmute quickly to do this with me. I don't know, are there mics already? Okay, so we're ready. Okay, I'm an African young entrepreneur.
I am Africa's young entrepreneur.
I believe in Africa.
I believe in Africa.
And I am in love with Africa.
I am in love with Africa.
I am proud of Africa.
I am proud of Africa.
And I will prosper in 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 Africa.
I am an African for a purpose, and for that purpose do I live.
I am an African for a purpose, and for that purpose do I live.
I believe in the development of our great continent.
I believe in the development of our great continent.
I solemnly promise to uphold the visions.
I solemnly promise to uphold the vision,
values and goals of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization.
Values and goals of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization.
I promise to love and support my fellow Africans.
I promise to love and support my fellow Africans.
I promise to promote a united Africa everywhere I go.
I promise to promote a united Africa everywhere I go.
Because I believe that if you can achieve this much alone,
how much more can we
achieve together?
Step into the sun. There is more to see than can ever be seen, more to do than can ever be done. Ooh, there is far too much to take in here, more to find they can never be found. But the sun rolling high through the sapphire sky keeps great and small on the endless round. It's the circle of God, and it moves us all through despair and hope, faith and love, till we find a place on that path unwinding in the circle of life.
Yes, the circle of life binds us together and it reconnects us. Within the circle lies AYE, a community that inspires us to excel and stay connected. Let's not underestimate the power of community. It can truly, propel us forward. So be engaged, be active member, invite others to join. Let's take a moment to welcome our new members once again. Your presence is appreciated. A special acknowledgement to our guest for today's the Fireside Chat. Thank you for joining us. We are eager to learn from you. All right. Now we'll look forward to today's segment with Mr. President. Let's quickly hear a couple of testimonials. Remember, physical testimonials are reserved for the first Saturday of each month. So send yours to testimonial@ayeorganization.com. Don't forget, we'll be sharing the physical testimonial at the first Saturday of the month. So we have some testimonials that has been sent to our email, and I will be reading them to you. All right, so I got a testimonial from Amin from Cameroon, and Amin says, "Hello, everyone. It has been amazing being part of the assembly for a while now, and no Saturday has been a waste of time." Impressive. All I have to say is I am glad to be part of this amazing family, and I pray we keep increasing and expanding. I say amen to that, Amin. Thank you very much. I love from Cameroon. It's so beautiful to read from you, Amin. And the second one is from Grace. Grace is from Uganda, and Grace says, "My experience at the assembly at last month Fireside Chat section really prompted me to making some important decisions." That's beautiful, especially Mr. Jim and Treasure section, where Mr. President engaged them on some critical questions. Yes, I can attest to that. I was greatly inspired and I learned a lot. I love this community so much, and I advise that we all share about the assembly to every one of our entrepreneur friends. Let them join in for the section. Great knowledge is going down here, and thanks to everyone. This is from Grace. Thank you very much, Grace, for that beautiful and insightful, testimonial that you sent to us. It's amazing, impressive indeed. From here also. Thank you very much. And now, entrepreneurs, this is the moment we cherish, and it's a moment which is filled with freshness, power, and groundbreaking insights. I purposely, use that word, groundbreaking insights. It's time to focus entirely in this during the section. So I wouldn't want you to get, distracted at all. Just stay focused, put your phone on vibration, and it is time. With the AYE applause. Okay, this is how we do that. Let's welcome on stage the President, the founder of AYE, the largest entrepreneurship organization in Africa. Welcome, Mr. President. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Like, welcome, Mr. President. Like, everybody knows my name. Tosi, are you not going to mention my name? Yeah, my name is Miss Matt Francis.
I'm so sorry, Mr. President.
Organization names, and I'm looking at beautiful faces. It's so good to be in the room with every one of you from different part of the world, from entrepreneurs part of the world, and respect that we have in the room. People like Mr. Jim, Alok, and recently, probably have to announce another elder that is always joining, has been in the room, and welcome, sir, Mr. Dan. You're welcome. And guys, Mr. Dan has a very powerful package that I'm going to be, I don't know, speaking to him about that. Probably he's going to come share with us on sales as well on this particular topic. So there's still discussion around that. So we'll let you know when we fully cook that up, and we'll dish it out to entrepreneurs. Our guests from different parts of the world, guys, come, and also Azomta, you're welcome. So my guests, three of you, please just raise your hand so that you can pop up on the top of my screen. So use your reaction button to raise your hand. Yeah, just use your reaction button to raise your hand. Just go down and we'll see reaction. Thank you, Stefina, and Azomta. Yeah, Azomta. Yeah, you use your reaction button, Azomta, instead of just go down. You see a smiley, and then click on that smiley, and then you see raise hands. Did you manage to see it? When I said to Azomta, go, you see the smiley, and she's smiling. so it's hard for me to know. Okay, but I can see you, Azomta. I can see you have positioned where you are. So what I will have done for me was to help you stay on top of my screen, because there's a lot of screens here now. I gotta make sure that three of you are in the top both, so I can just pass the mic around. Welcome, guys, and congratulations. We are so proud of y'all. Who's raising hand now? Sorry, my dear Samira, this is just for speakers, just my speakers to raise hands so they stay on top of the screen so we can pass the mic around. So as I was saying, congratulations. We are so proud of you. Great work you're doing across the world, and it's such a privilege to be in the midst of three amazing women. What a wonderful one. I'm having these strains on my neck. Earlier, I got to run to a conference to speak this morning. On my way back, there was crazy traffic, and I'm like, am I gonna miss these women? It's impossible. So I had to stop in one of the offices that we have in a closer city, and there's where I'm sitting right now to connect, because I cannot miss this time. Ladies, this is the time to say the ladies without gentlemen. It's our year of selling in our organization, and conversations going to go around that a bit. And this is how I do it. I first give you 1 minute to just make your intro statement, like an opening speech, like in 1 minute. Then I'll take back the mic, and then I'm going to ask, and I'll give you some more build-up questions. As we have these conversations, when you find that I unmute my mic and I'm going, yes, true, that's right, that means I'm kind of telling you time up. You know what I'm saying? So let's stay together on this, and let's pass not just the experience that you've had, but let's share some of those stories, especially the challenging ones. Now, let me start with Stefina. Now, I'm going to start with your name. I know Stephanie, I know Stefan, and this first time, how many of you all read Stefana's name and you're like, am I pronouncing it well? Is it Stefana or Stefina? So that's going to be your own fun question. Is that name well pronounced? One. Two, how do you use as easy as a name to penetrate a conversation or to start one, like I just did? The mic is yours.
Yes, so it is pronounced Stefania. And most times, some people, depending on where they're from in the culture, Hispanics have a different accent, Africans have a different accent, Americans, Haitian. I'm Haitian, so they have a different accent. So depending on where you're from, is determine how it's pronounced, but it is Stefania.
Sorry. Great stuff. Thank you so much. I also asked a build-up question, which I would like you to drop within that same minute. And I just said to you, how do we as entrepreneurs use something as small as a name to start a conversation, like I just did with you? What have you ever had the kind of experience where you had to meet somebody and all you used was either your name or the person's name to engage that client or that prospect?
Okay. I would say that just as entrepreneurs, your name is the face of your business, and having a good name will draw curious questions and almost bring like a relationship connection on, what inspired you to name your business this, or what's the story behind it. So I think names are relevant in that way, where it connects with your story and it helps you connect with other individuals to explain what's the heart of your business, what's the mission, and things like that.
Amazing, amazing. And I so do agree with you that
Yes.
names are powerful, especially even your brand names. I'm going to come
Yes.
back to you, Stefania. Thank you so
Yes, you got it.
Great stuff. Dr. Natalie, how are you doing on your side? You want to give us an opening statement? What are you feeling like today? What's the energy like in the city where you're based? The mic is yours.
Hi, I'm here in Kampala, very vibrant city. It's been a bit of a rainy season lately, but Uganda is one of the most entrepreneurial countries in the world, and we always feel that in our city. You see that walking down the street, you see that walking through a mall. It's a very vibrant and business-savvy place.
Thank you so much, Dr. Natalie. You are so welcome in the rooms full of entrepreneurs from all over the world. Thank you. I'll get back to you shortly. Azomta. I am assuming that Azomta is pronounced properly. So I really like your smile, and I hope you're not frozen now because I can just see your face is still, but let's try. Azomta, are you there? Can you hear me clearly? I've given you permission to unmute your mic. Are you there? I'm really, really, really hoping that she is there because her smile is so contagious. I am sure she's going to be back shortly. Probably she's trying to reconnect. Yes, she's just got disconnected right now. And I'm sure admin is going to be back next to her just to assist her to get back into the room. While we wait for Azomta and my assumptions, if they were right or wrong, I'm going to start these conversations with these beautiful ladies in the room. Now, ladies, just before we start, let me show you something. I want to give you the highest number of virtual loves you've ever received. Entrepreneurs from all over the world, let's show them how we're doing. Put the love out for these ladies. Just because we love them for who they are and what they've done, the impact they've made across the world. It's so funny how what you do in the closet of your business, it's open to entrepreneurs like us that we see your work and we can invite you here. Can you see what's happening to you, Stefania? Dr. Natalia, can you see all the love on the screen just to say we love you and we appreciate you being here just before we even start this conversation? Love's coming up from Ghana, from Nigeria, from the UK, from Canada, from the US, and of course from the East as well, the Middle East. And we're just saying, thank you very much. I'm going to start with you, Stefania. I'm just kind of like, I don't know, there's this vibe you've got that I'm going to really tap into that vibe. And that vibe is, it's simple. After I got off the stage today, the next speaker that spoke after me spoke about people making excuses for their mental laziness. And this is a very common thing in entrepreneurship, especially when it comes to sales. You make your assumption in your mind, nobody's going to buy, nobody's buying, and that's just because you got them lazy. Stefania, you've been through this. You've experienced it. How did you overcome it? Go ahead.
Yes, and I've experienced this when I initially started my business. I've been in my specific industry for about 5 or 6 years now. And when I first started, there was no traffic. There was no one following my pages or visiting my website. But there's this quote that I really, really like. It's one thing to dream and to have a vision, but it's another thing to put action behind it and to actually show up every day, no matter if 5, 10, 20 people acknowledge your work. And when I first began in the industry, there was no one, no one. And I had to do the same thing consistently for like 4 years straight, recording content, posting different messages that I speak and put it on different platforms. And this year and a little bit of last year was the height of receiving traffic. And I almost got over 5,000 subscribers on YouTube and my other platforms, getting traction as well. So you definitely have to be willing to put in work even before anyone knows who you are. You have to be willing to put in that work and show up consistently.
Man, thank you very much. Put in the work, show up consistently. You listen to the voice of Sister Stephania. Stephania is a writer. She's a content creator. She's the author of Arise Kingdom Lioness. Amazing work you're doing. Kingdom work you're doing. You know what? You know what I'm saying? It's kingdom business, and we're going to connect on that kingdom level. I'm gonna speak to you later on that personally.
Yes.
Honestly speaking, the fact that you have made them just realize that they are not just kingdom agents, but kingdom lioness. That's another thing on its own. And I'm definitely going to get back to you. Thank you so much for that response. Azomta, I almost thought I lost you, man. You know what I like about you? You're smiling when you're not smiling. Check. You're not smiling right now, but you're smiling.
I'm actually smiling right now.
I got you. I also got you.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I made some assumptions on Azomta. Now, did I pronounce the name Azomta right? And
yes,
wait,
right.
What does it mean?
I'd have to ask my father that because okay, so it's a Latin word. Yeah, I'm a born Catholic, so I think that's where the names come from.
Great,
yeah.
Thank you so much. We've learned something right now, just with the name. Before, when you got out, what happened was everybody just gave an intro statement. You know, just whatever comes to your mind as your opening statement. Azomta, you've got the mic. You know, just take us around for 30 seconds.
Okay, hi. I apologize. I think my laptop acted in a certain way, so that's why I was out. So my name is Azomta, and I'm excited to be here. And literally, I am a professional into sales and marketing and account management, which I've been in this field for over 10 years. This is actually my 11th year. So one of my expertise is help build businesses, like business growth, and put businesses in the center of their expectation, like making visions and missions, the mission and vision come to reality. So being a part of different businesses and startups and most popular businesses that you've heard over the time. So I'm like more of like a business strategist that puts businesses and also help develop career growth for career-oriented individuals, and also like help businesses put themselves on the map. So that's my expertise. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Very strong one. Very strong one. Thank you for that very brief intro. If you're just meeting her, she's Azomta A. James. She's a sales and accounts management professional. Amazing lady doing great works. She's result driven and she's accomplished a lot within the e-commerce, retail, and fintech industry, focusing business growth, customer services, success, and account management and sales. That's why you're in this room, my dear, because in our organization, our watchword for this year is our year of selling. It's about numbers. We just want to sell and sell and sell. So I'm coming back right to you because right now it's a travel between the UK to the US and then to Uganda. Right now I'm going straight to Kampala, back to my sister, Dr. Natalie. Now, Dr. Natalie, the same question that I asked Stephania is probably what I'm going to push to you as well, because just looking at sales, it's an extremely difficult task. And going on selling when you are not selling is one of the most difficult things ever. I'm sure you've experienced this. You're not going to answer the question first. You're going to share the experience and how you overcame it as well. The mic is yours.
What I think when it comes to sales is you have to really understand your target audience. And that's what I've learned over the years. Because we spend so much time and money on social media adverts or sending salespeople to people's offices. It's about finding who is your true target audience for your business. So when I speak to entrepreneurs and they're like, I'm not selling this, I can't sell that, why I have all these products, no one is buying them. Who is your ideal customer? Don't say everyone. Don't say anyone. You need to know specifically, is it young men? Is it older women? Is it mothers? Is it children? Is it professionals? Is it
Wow. I think it's a network glitch from Dr. Natalie. Let's be sure and get our fingers crossed that she's gonna come back right in, because of course there's something quite profound that I can hear from that build-up statements that she saying. And if you are just joining, this is the Entrepreneurs Assembly, where entrepreneurs from different parts of the world come together on a Saturday, every Saturday, 6 p.m. GMT+1 to connect, collaborate, and network. We can be anywhere else within these 90 minutes, but we have dedicated 90 minutes every week just to come learn from one another and, come to just make new connections beyond borders. That's connections beyond boundaries. Thank God for virtual platforms like this where we can get to connect. I met Chinese recently on this platform. We connected on the Entrepreneurs Assembly. We're building up great work we're going to be doing together. I think the connection came from Jim. That's how it happens. And she's in a different city. I think she's in the US. And, and connections are happening beyond boundaries. We've seen transactions happen beyond boundaries. So if you're just joining us, you're welcome. I can see that Dr. Natalia is back. Sorry about that. That was a connection. But just before she speaks or continue what she's speaking, Dr. Natalia currently sits on board of the Simba Group. It's an East African group of companies. I'm sure we all know the Simba Group. She's the founder of Musana Cats. It's a social enterprise that builds solar power street solar power street for adult cats, and she has an online mentorship program for over 4,000 young African women. Dr. Natalia, you're back. Welcome back. And would you be able to continue from where you stopped? I've given you the permission to unmute your mic. I see that. Okay, yes. Go ahead. You're back. Dr. Natalia, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you please repeat the question? It cut out.
Yes, it was just asking you that in one statement, it's how to keep selling when you're not selling. And you started already with your response. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. Sorry, it cut. I was saying, find your target audience. That's when you can begin the sales process, understanding who your target customer is and how you find them. How are they going to get information about your company? How are they going to have awareness about your product? And then understanding how to communicate well with them. What is the information that they need to buy your products and where they should find you in their day? Should they find you on the radio? Should they find you on WhatsApp? How did they get in touch with you? What are your prices? It's about making sure you're communicating the right information to the right customer. I think that's the first thing you have to think about before you can even start to sell anything.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Natalia, for that straightforward answer. Now, let me go back to Zamta. And, one of the fun thing about the Fireside chat with me, it's a Fireside chat. It's not those questions that you would expect, like what I'm about to ask you. In sales, Azonta, and you're such an easy person to ask this question. Tell me about the power of a smile, because that approach you gave me, it's what's giving you back this energy. And entrepreneurs need to understand that these things truly work with the first impression. I think that's something to add on what I've just said, Azonta. The mic is yours.
Wow, Mr. President, I feel you went into my notes. And you need to tell me how you got there. So I actually have a theory called the Assumptors Powers of the Seas. right? And I can't believe that I'll be having this conversation because I thought it was like the next time we're going to be having a training and I'm going to talk about it. So if you notice, one of the things that you would literally see the first time you look at me is my smile. I like to smile. At first, I thought it was something that I learned, I picked up as a child. But over the time when I go into career path, I realized that is one of my selling point. So the Assumptus theory, the powers of the C's, like you see, like the C's and the S. So the S obviously stands for smile. And I'll tell you so far how smile has gotten me to where I've been in my career path. So obviously, smile gives you the gives your clients the opportunity to come into you, meaning that you're opening the door for people to have access to it. So it's like a pleasant behavioral attribute towards your customers. So I can go back telling you that you play scenarios where you go into the market and you look at the faces of people before you go buy it. When you see people who gives you some sort of like a pleasant welcoming, one of the things you do is like walk into them and ask them questions. So the power of the smile is a way to open up your conversation with your customers or intending client. So obviously that's where smile comes up, meaning that as a salesperson or a client facing person, it is important for you to build up a presentable personality for people to draw to you as close as possible, and that gives them a welcoming attraction towards whatever you have to say as a salesperson or a client facing person. And that's where smile comes in. So over the years, smiling has always like gotten me closer to my deals, and that's how I broke into companies and being able to like bring in B2B into my career path. So yes, pleasant look gives you a welcoming audience, and also make whoever you're going to be having conversation with have a feel of absorption that okay, whatever this is going to happen, I think I love this welcoming atmosphere that I'm about to go into. So smiling breaks the down and breaks the ground for conversation to your clients. Yeah, thank you.
Wow, thank you very much. As easy as that, take what she has said, add it to what Dr. Natalia said. Find your target market, connect with them, and of is given to us. Thank you so much for that very direct answer. Stefania, I'm coming to you, but just before I do that, once again, if you're in this room, you're welcome to the Entrepreneurs Assembly. We're speaking to three amazing ladies doing amazing work, and we're going to learn from their stories. At the end of this session, I'm going to be dropping their handles. You got to support their work. Back to you. And this question, I don't know, have I gotten the answer yet? I do not think so. And I'm going to pass it around again, but I'm starting with you. It's from your experience now. Let's take it from your experience. Business was bad. Going well. How do you stay motivated? Especially, like I said, it's like you're selling, believing in the vision when the numbers are there. Sorry, did I just mute myself? Oh my God, I don't know where I stopped right now, but let me just repeat the question. The question is basically, how do you stay motivated when the numbers are not really coming? And using maybe a life story or your experience. Please, would like to hear from you.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, at first I didn't hear, but thank you for repeating the question. So how do I stay motivated? I think for me, what works is the power of having a vision. I think that when times are hard and the sales are not coming in, having a vision that you can look forward to of what you believe is going to happen for you, like the end result. I like to see the end result. And that keeps me pushing during the process to consistently show up, even though the sales are not there yet. So having that vision and having the faith and the courage to continue going consistently It usually helps me in that time. So vision is extremely, extremely important. You have to have a vision.
Thank you very much. Have the vision, let the vision keep you motivated.
Yeah.
I always say, let your destination be your motivation. And
That's good. That's
that's
good.
directly what you just said right now. Still staying on the call, Stefania, what is one of your sales victory that made you realize that you were on track? What happened? How did it happen? What happened in your business? One day, someday, that you realize that, yes, this is it. I am very much on track. Tell us that story.
Okay, so this was my second book signing. I had just recently moved to the city of Houston. Excuse me. I had just recently moved to the city of Houston, and I had put together, some of my publishers put together a book signing event for me. And at that book signing event, there was a young lady there who connected to my story and my testimony that I shared in my book. And it wasn't so much the sale for me, it was the impact that I was able to connect with her and show her, hey, there is better. Life is better from where you start. It could be completely different. And so pretty much that was what encouraged me. Even though the sale was good, I sold quite a few books at that book signing. For me, it was more so the impact that I caused in that one young lady's life. That definitely showed me, hey, I have to keep this thing going.
Great and amazing stuff. The impact is what kept you going. And when you see the kind of lives that you had, so I applaud you once again and thank you so much. Speaking on impact and the result that you see from the Albalia, using writing on what she's for women, what inspired you and what are the impacts that you've been able to see just by, should I say, responding or yielding to that call, that vision that drives you? Dr. Natalia, the mic is yours.
I always feel like women don't have the same opportunities as men, especially here in Africa. We still have a lot of cultural stigma and expectations. And so I was doing a youth training program about 8 years ago in a rural area. And I noticed that not many women were signing up for the program. So it was all about 21st century skills to empower yourself as a young person so that you can get employed or start a business. But we had so many men signing up for the program. So I asked some of the women who were there, the few, like, why don't you speak up during the classes? Why are the rest of the women in your community? Why aren't they signing up for these classes? And they were still very nervous about what they're learning, getting permission from their families, and also being comfortable asking questions in these big group settings. So we started doing women-only classes, and that's when I really saw a difference. And you could see they were much more lively and engaged and asking questions and supporting each other. And then it grew much bigger from there. And at the same time, I had been making videos on social media about business because I get lots of questions like, what's it like running businesses as a woman in these industries that you're working in? And so I used to make videos because I thought it's an easier way to get to the answers to lots of different, like women in the convenient way. And they would send me DMs and ask me questions. And we eventually started doing it on a WhatsApp group, and the WhatsApp group really grew quite fast. And then I started doing workshops on the weekends, stuff like goal setting or public speaking, like simple skills that can help all women entrepreneurs. And then that's when COVID happened. And during COVID, we switched from physical to Facebook groups because those are bigger than WhatsApp groups. And that's when really the Her Working Women's platform in Uganda started. So within like 3-4 months during COVID, we had about 6,000 women join the group. And it's a knowledge and opportunities platform for women who want to work and empower themselves through that. So it's more about supporting women. I think that's what makes the biggest difference, is to empower them with the knowledge first and also the opportunities, the access to different networks, to different jobs, scholarships, grants, to different guest speakers who come and share their stories with us, because that inspires me and it inspires the women as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the work you do. Thank you for the lives that you impact. And of course, thank you for the opportunities that you've given those women. God bless you. Now, I know besides your foundation and your organization, you're a business person. You've got your business, you're a founder, you're a CEO. I will stay on you to give you this build-up question. Something you learned from a business, your business, that you like to share with everyone. You can unmute your mic.
I think one of the most useful things I've learned in business is you have to be flexible. It's always good to be organized, to have a plan, to strategize. But once you're in the action stage of making that vision come to life, you have to be flexible, you have to be resilient, because obstacles are going to come your way, whether it's about regulation and licenses or understanding the legal things in a business, it's about suppliers and supply chains, or it's about products, or it's about managing people and different personalities and different moods and different challenges. But you have to be able to keep going. And if you're rigid in business, you will fail, because it's never just about you or your idea or your product or your service. You have to walk a journey, and every day there's going to be different kinds of obstacles and challenges, but you need to be flexible and you need to be resilient to overcome those challenges and keep going.
Thank you very much. Smooth, steady, and clear. Flexibility, and I really, really love that. Thank you once again, Natalia. So much love coming from people in this room and those that are still going to listen to this recording. Guys, I'm really praying for our network. If by any case you see that I got cut off, be rest assured I've got backup Wi-Fi here. Richard, is not the time to raise hands. Please hold on till we call for that instruction. If you by chance see that I get cut off, be rest assured that I'll connect back with my backup Wi-Fi. I cannot afford not to learn from this platform. So I always make sure that I have about 3 Wi-Fis ready. As Zomta, back to you, and I'm sure I'm going to be received with a smile once again. Now, this is the question for you. As a sales expert, I always say to people, the world has changed. Failure to adapt means failure to exist. If you don't adapt with the speed and the way things are going, you're no longer existing. Tell us something, Azamta, as an expert in sales. What social media in the sales? And it's expected answers, but what are that only a professional can see? Please confirm for me if my network is bad so that I can switch my Wi-Fi. I will need my assistant and my admin to help me on that, because I see Azamta was training to hear at some point. And if I'm clear, you can send a DM on the message on the group so I can know I'm clear. But Azamta, did you get a question?
No, please. No, please.
Okay. The question I asked again was, as an expert, what are the hidden advantages of social media to influence selling? And I'm not looking at the norm. Someone like you, you've been in sales, you're a professional. So you looking at this social media and the trends, there's something you have seen that we've not seen. That's why you're an expert. What would you like to share that you think would be of great advantage in this room? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I'm just going to borrow from Natalie's words, target a niche, right? For social media, sorry, can you hear me? Yeah. So I'm going to borrow I'm going to borrow Natalie's words. As a salesperson, one of the first thing you must understand is, who are your target audience? Where are your niche? And if social media, now leveraging on social media, one of the ways I was able to like expand my email marketing, get my contact base, was through face-to-face marketing, and at the end of the day, I incorporated social media to it. So as a salesperson, you must understand how to use these tools efficiently, especially the LinkedIn. It depends on your niche, like I said, your target market. If you are looking into the B2B aspect of it, literally means that you need to go target companies. And how do you target them? It's in the quality of your pitch, when you put out and the content you put out. So by the time you understand your audience or your niche, now you channel your content into what they want to hear. I see some content out there that doesn't resonate with me, that I need to like force myself to understand what you're selling. So you need to like invest in great graphics design and great copyright writing skill. So I'll tell you for a fact that I have used email content that I develop because I understand my customers to write content or broadcast messages that at the end of the day got me returns of over $1 million. I am not kidding you. Just the power of the content, because one of the first thing I did was understanding my audience. If I understand my audience, what I need to do is tailor my communication to their understanding, and this has helped me foster and grow in my career as a salesperson. And secondly is, if your target audience are not on Instagram, what are you doing there? Why are you spending money trying to do sponsor ads to get them? There are customers that are not on social media. So obviously, when you understand your niche, then you need to channel them. So I've worked in a company that I realized that my customers are not the Instagram customers. And I real and the one of the first thing I did was, where do I get them? They were Twitter customers, but again, they're not really on Twitter. And I took my database as a salesperson. One of your tools is your data, and your data is what? Your customer's email address and phone number. And how do I reach them effectively? So I got the data of my customers, understand them through my cold calling and trying to understand each of them their behavior towards my product that I was selling at a particular time. And I leverage on what the tools, which were email, to contact them by making sure that my pitch or whatever I was using, my pitch writing tailored and channeled the message exactly how I wanted it. And that gave me the final stage of sales for everyone, which is conversion. So first, understand your niche, understand the words that your customers want to hear, and pushing your content. Yeah, for me, that is social media works for marketing, but at the end of the day, as a salesperson, what is priority to me is what? Conversion. Social media can give you social media can put your brand out there, but you might have the brand over there without having conversion. So conversion is key in whatever you do, and that's where I stand. Understand your niche, tailor your pitch to what your target audience want to hear. And that's for every content you put out, make sure that there is a sale conversion coming from it. And that is it. So if your customers are Instagram customers, tailor your marketing, your content to what they want to hear, and you're going to get them. And if there are LinkedIn customers, you know how to tailor your pitch towards them. And if they're Twitter customers, you know what to say to them to get them to your funnel, and that leads to conversion. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Dan already raising his hands. I see Goke already giving you some reactions. We can feel you. Thank you to technology. Far away, but we feel, check it out. See some love coming up the screen for you, my dear. And some thumbs ups as well. Thank you so much for putting this up. I know why they are putting this up. Because they are experiencing what you're saying. Yes, we see the numbers, we see the reactions, we see the impressions on social media, but no conversions. So you still got to do the work. That's what she's saying. You still got to extract those things and convert and convert and convert. Thank you so, so much, my dear. Once again, I've got amazing ladies from different parts of the world joining in from the UK, from the US, and from Uganda, sharing their experience, their world of knowledge, and of course, what they've learned with us in this room. It's a blessing to use 90 minutes of your time on a Saturday for a platform like this to connect to people like this. You know what? We do this virtually every Saturday, and maybe this is a good opportunity to also invite my speakers, because at the end of this year, we're having the Global Entrepreneurship Festival happening at the Entrepreneurship Village in Nigeria. Global speakers from across the world are going to be there. 12 events, the biggest entrepreneurship events in the world is going to be happening. And that's when many of us are going to be meeting for the first times Hopefully, I'm going to see Azomta and Asma. I'm going to see Natalia, and I'm going to see Stefania as well on that day. Of course, I'm going to extend an invitation to you. I'm going to contact you immediately after the session, because you are not just dishing knowledge, you carry knowledge. And that's kind of people I want to connect with in life. And that's why I invited you for this Fireside Chat. And guess what? I'm about to ask you a question. And the question I'm about to ask you, I'm gonna unmute your mic first so that you don't have time to think. I'm gonna look you in the eye because I don't want you to think far. I want it to come straight out. And I'm gonna ask you 3 questions in one. Now listen carefully. These 3 questions, you will answer them in the sequence of how they were asked. 3 questions in one. The 3 questions, you answer them with the same flow that I gave these questions. So I'm going to say 3 of them together, and you answer 3 of them one by one. Stefania. Have you cried before in this business journey of yours?
Absolutely.
What made you cry, and what wiped your tears? Thank you.
What made me cry? What made me cry was, that's a good question. What made me cry would be 2 things. Can I say 2 things? What made me cry was 2 things. Seeing, and this goes back to what Dr. Natalie, is that correct? This goes back to what she said previously, is seeing women not understand and knowing who they are. Seeing women mistreated, hurt, abused, and that was the core of what hurt. Like, it really hurt me to see that. So that made me cry. And also not seeing the instant gratification of what I was doing in that moment to bring about some sort of solution, some sort of answer, to see less of that. So that's what made me cry in my business so far. And what took away those... Say it again.
What wiped your tears?
What wiped my tears? And that young lady at that book signing, that was the moment for me. That was the moment.
Amazing, guys. You can hear it clearly. In this journey, you're going to cry.
Yeah.
But when you cry, the same journey is going to wipe your tears away. And that's for everyone in this room. You're feeling down. You're about to cry. You've just cried. Hear this today. You're not the only one that's crying. And you're not the only one that has cried. But remember this. God is going to wipe your tears away with that same vision and that same business. Thank you so much, Stefania. I feel you, and thank you for that brilliant answer. Azomta, I'm sure you never knew that I was going to come back to you right immediately. But as we begin to wind down, I'm going to come back to you. And yours is pretty direct as well. Maybe I should also mute your mic directly so you don't have to think. But this one you would think, because I want you to remember. Yes. So I'll give you about even 30 seconds to think about this. Azomta, the day you gave up, that day, you know the day I'm talking about, what made you continue?
Okay. The day I gave up. I'm sorry. I'm trying to well, I'll say I never gave up. But I say there are days that are overwhelming, especially as a salesperson leading a large team, and you have target in front of you. And all you need is, how do I get my strategy alive to hit my target? One thing that I've realized is, when it's getting overwhelming, the only thing you have to offer yourself is to get up and re-strategize. So I never gave up, but yet I would answer the question back in 2013 when I earned a certain amount of salary. Because why I say my story is because I know that we have young people here who reality would help them get to where they want to get to. I woke up one day when I started as my career, and the first salary I earned was so discouraging. And I was still super young at that point, and my mom called me like, "Don't ever leave this house." And I told myself, I'm not working to earn. I'm gonna take this career as a part of study for me, and I want to make more money. And what I did was I re-strategized, and I tell you, the upper months I met my target, and for over a year, I was the best salesperson amongst a team of 800 people. What I did was re-strategizing. What I told myself that I can do it, and I started expanding my ideas and my reach to different people. And I'll give you an instance. As a salesperson, the first thing I had to embrace was what? Confidence. I told myself, if I had to earn this money, put in this effort, that means something is wrong. And what I did was, if I talked to 10 people every day and I was able to hit my target, that means I could talk to 20 people every day to meet my target. So I realized that what I did the last time wasn't talking to enough people. Why? Because what? I was yet to build my confidence. And the moment I re-strategized and built my confidence, I was out there. I gave myself a target. Every day, I'm going to talk to 20 people. If out of 20 people, I get free conversions, that means I will hit my target. So, talking to people every day, regardless of the places that I go to. I wrote my story sometime last week. I was to work Mondays to Fridays, but no, I went all the way to Sundays. I had everywhere to go to. And my confidence, the ability to talk to more people every day, met my target. Rather than giving up, what I did was re-strategizing. And that strategy put me to where I am today. And yes, I met my target all the time. So I didn't give up. What I did was re-strategizing, planning, retaining my focus, and hitting it out there. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so, so much. Of course, you didn't give up. If you had given up, you won't be on this platform in the first place. But questions like that have to remind you of the stories that you're supposed to share. And I'm glad you did. Thank you so much, Azamta. And yes, thank you for not giving up. If there's one profound thing that she says and she keeps saying, is talk to people. You know, there's this funny thing happening in this world, that we are in business. We came up with an idea, we came up with a product, there's an agenda, and we then expect magic to happen. Somehow we feel that the client is gonna come, and we are in this room and we are waiting for that investor. Somehow we believe that that partner is on his way. I stand before you today to tell you, wake up. Nobody's coming. You going out. So listen carefully to most of the things she was saying. You hear clearly, even when we went to social media. She came back from social media, and you can hear I spoke to 10 people daily. Then I increased it to 20 people daily. So when you are hearing that $1 million transaction or the highest salesperson in 100, 800 people, it's not child's play. How many people do you speak to daily? Let's start from there. Said she included Sundays. You going to church? Who are you going to talk to there? On your way back, who are you talking to? Online, who are you talking to? And on Monday, who are you talking to? And that's some of the things that I say to my managers. You cannot wait for anything to happen. Nothing is going to happen. Gone are the days where businesses happen like that. It doesn't happen like that, especially in our year of selling. You've got to go out. And if I'm going to take something from you as Zonta and dish it back to everybody on this platform, start talking and put some numbers to it. Daily, I will speak to 20 people, not about sending messages or whatever. I'm going to talk to either face-to-face or I pick up the phone and I would call, and from there I'll begin to increase it. Without that, the last time manna fell, who's got the date here? I can't remember. I don't know if you even have the date. I don't think manna is falling no more from heaven. So get out there and start talking. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, amazing speakers in this room. But unfortunately, we're going to start winding down. And I am so grateful for them. Guys, you've got to follow their work, share their works, put them on your status, put them on your platform so that People across the world can know that women like this exist doing amazing stuff, despite the fact that they've cried, they almost gave up, and they had so many challenges they had to overcome. As we begin to take our closing statements, I would do it in this version. And I hope the fire is burning you wherever you are. So I'll start with Dr. Natalia. It's the easiest sequence, but follow the sequence because I'm going with the same sequence to all the speakers. And the sequence is this. Number one, you're gonna the overall thing is to give us your closing statement. Whatever advice you got for entrepreneurs, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to pour out at this stage, it's your time. If you want to sell anything, go ahead and sell it. Our year of selling. That's your closing statement. So you can just do that in 1 minute. But as you do that, you're going to put two things in it. First, and I hope other speakers hear this as well. First, you start with your feedback. What do you think about this community? What's your feedback about this community? About a room like this where we come together and what we do in our organization as a whole. We love feedback. Second, an app or a software, and tell us why you're recommending it. So it's either a book, a movie, an app, or a software. We can even include a song that you would like, that you know that this particular song or this particular movie is going to bless you. This is my advice. Natalia, did you get the gist right now? Feedback, recommendation, closing advice. The mic is yours.
Thank you. Feedback, firstly, I think this is a great platform and a great community. Entrepreneurship is not easy and you shouldn't struggle alone. It's great to come together, to learn from others, to speak to other people, because the others are also on the same journey as you. So it's always useful to learn from someone, to learn together, and also to pass on what you learn to each other in the community. So thank you so much for hosting us and for hosting all these young entrepreneurs in this platform. I think a really great book I'm reading at the moment is called Clear Thinking by Shane Parrish. And it's been really interesting for me, especially as a business person, because it's about how you manage different emotions and egos and your own biases in the way that you think so that you can make better decisions, even in challenging times. And my closing statement would be to entrepreneurs is know your why. Stefania had mentioned it as at the beginning as well. It's about your vision. There's going to be hard days. There's going to be challenges. You have to remember why you're doing this, why you started this business, why you're passionate about it, what bills it's paying for you. Know that, and that will help you to be more resilient as you go through the journey of entrepreneurship.
Thank you so much. Amazing, amazing stuff. Clear thinking. I'm sure my PA knows she's going to start to get that book for me immediately. I'm going to see you, my dear Dr. Natalia. I'll send you an invite to the Global Entrepreneurship Festival. Somebody sent me a DM. How do I attend? Can I have registration? Portal, www.globalentrepreneurshipfestival. 3 days. It's a festival. 12 events happening simultaneously. Conference, there's a closing concert, hackathon, innovation expo, robotics, exhibitions, trade fair, fashion show. You know, a lot is happening. And you know what? That's the room for you where you can get to connect to the kind of people you need for your business. So November 11th to 13th, during the Global Entrepreneurship Week, go on the platform, purchase your ticket now, because the clever bird is going to go off soon, and you start buying it when it's expensive. When you see the calibers of people coming for that event, I bet you will not procrastinate till tomorrow. Do that now. Make sure you jump on that side. As Zomta, it's time to get the same thing from you: your feedback, your recommendation, and your advice.
Hi, thank you very much. I love this. I love it here. One of the things that I've learned from my career is the importance of relationship, people. it's everything. So I came up with the value of the people you meet and keep would determine your next level. That's what career taught me. And it could be anyone. You can meet anyone at anywhere. And one of the things I want all the people here to understand is, if you don't like talking, start learning how to talk. The month I didn't meet my target was because I was still shy, because I don't know how to start a conversation. But when I started, I use one keyword. By the time the next time we will be having a conversation, or at the end of the day, I might share my write up on the power of the seas. Whereas how I start talking to people is what the power of compliments. When I work into a place, I'll never see someone without starting a conversation, and it starts with a compliment. And compliments can start anywhere. It could be the hairstyle. Like, I love Stephania's hairstyle. Oh my god, I love Natalie's voice. It could be the earring. It could be the president's two-piece. I don't say, but I like the color. It could be Dan's beard. I love gray hair, gray beard. It could be Chieza red best color, and Emanuela's beautiful hairstyle. Learn how to compliment people. That's the best way to start a conversation. And that's how I started. I'll be in the bus going home. I bring up my work tab and I look at the next person sitting by me. I look at the next person close to me. And before you know, I start a conversation. Oh, wow, nice hair. I love your hair. Then I smile. I'm like, oh, thank you. You don't know the power of compliments. When I've complimented someone and she started crying. And why? Why is she crying? She said she'd never heard someone say such a beautiful thing to her. And at that point, I knew there was something. When you start talking to people, you start getting yourself closer to your goal as an entrepreneur. When you start finding a beauty relationship with your customers, you start getting closer to your vision and your mission. So, dear entrepreneurs, one of the secrets I'm going to give to you today be in the life of your customers. Know how to use data. Don't just be an Instagram business person without getting to know the information, the basic data of your customers, their email and their phone numbers. Set a day aside where you pick up your phone, look at the data of your customers, learn how to segment your customers. Pick a phone one day and look at, oh, Mr. C and O gave me 100 million this month. I need to have a conversation. Don't send your managers to call. Call and start building relationship with your customers. If every month you set out 10 customers to start building conversation with, please do it. And yes, the second secret that I'll give to you is what? Learn how to gather customers as a tea, come up with either, it could be a tea break, it could be a coffee outdates, organized event where you bring the top customers into a particular gathering and build your network. So I'm going to say I love it here. Every opportunity I have to talk, I leverage on it. If you don't like talking, if you're a shy person, tell me. I'm as shy as you think you know it. But me, the power of my smile covers that up. And talking has helped me get to where I need to go. Start learning how to compliment people. Convince yourself, and please invest in yourself. I call it self-investment. It could be the best color of the t-shirt you wear that brings out your beauty. It could be your hairstyle that brings out that confidence in you. So when you walk into that room, you raise your shoulders, you're very confident of who you are, and yes, you say what you need to say. So thank you so much, guys. Don't forget, entrepreneurs, build relationship with your best customers. Come up with events where you gather them together. And yes, I want to be a part of this. I want to keep sharing my knowledge. I want to learn from everybody like Stephania's and Natalie's. I need to I need to build my confidence as well, because you never stop building your confidence. And yes, I want to be a part of it, and I'm excited about this community, and I'm excited that I'll always have something to offer. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Whew. should I still ask her now to recommend a book or a movie or but yes, if you've got something as something you got a book, a documentary, a software app you want to recommend, have you got one?
Yes, please. So I'm writing on the power of the C's to help businesses. So it's covering, it's gonna cover businesses and career oriented people in account management, in sales, in marketing, all you need to set up a business. And what's the secret? You don't know. A salesperson is a CEO, a salesperson is a product manager, a salesperson is a project manager. Like, you are the most important person in every company, right? You are not in the bottom, you are the top. Without you, no business excels. So I have put it together. I might be having my own community just like this. And yes, I'm going to put it out there, and I'm going to be excited because I know it's going to get to every business person and every beautiful and handsome, wonderful person here today. Yes, I'll let that. So it's called The Power of the C's in
Thank
Sales
you.
by Assumpta Agents. Thank you.
Nicely, what a good recommendation from us, Santa. Thank you so much for that. Power of the Seas, and of course, compliments does the magic. It really does the magic. Take this home. Do not leave it in. If you just joined, if you came in late, if you are here, do not leave early. You know why? Finish everything you start in life. Anything that you start in life, finish it. While I was in the conference today where I was speaking, one of the organizers came to me and said, I know you always have a program at 6. We used to start train to always complete everything I start. We did it in our year of professionalism last year. I'm going to wait till the last speaker speaks before I leave. And you know, I stayed to the very end, and that's why I could not even get to my house to do this right now. But you could see the respect in his eye when he looked at me. That despite the fact that you have where you go, you've been here since morning, you've spoken since, you can show how serious you are to your client, your partner, your investor, or a new friend by your professionalism. So I always say, switch on your camera, have a good smile, have a good background, stay to the end. Everybody studies you with the body language. And of course, at the very end of this session, we always have 3 minutes where we spotlight, we dance, and we have some chats in the chat session, and so on and so forth. Thank you so much, Azomta. What you said about sales is magic. It's true. It's one of the things that I say. Sales is the only portfolio that can get you to the top without any CV. Sales is numbers. Sales is what can make a cleaner become the MD. It is sales. And sales is the only position where there's always a vacancy that you're working. Make sales for them. And you'll be surprised how the CEO will respect you. How anybody, and don't think, oh, I'm a dumb man, I'm in the IT department. No, surprise your boss, even if you're the graphic designer, and say, I just closed this deal. Watch what would happen to that career of yours. So thank you so much for this, and I hope that we've all been able to take that lesson. My dear Stefania, started with you, and I'm going to close with you. Remember the questions, your feedback, your recommendations, and your advice. FRA, FRA. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. And I just want to thank you guys so much. Zambia, you are brilliant, brilliant. And I think your fruit speaks for you in your industry. There is many gems that you dropped today in reference to conversion and sales. You are brilliant. And also, Dr. Natalie, I definitely learned a lot from you as well. And I connected to everything that you were saying about knowing your why and understanding. I definitely want to acknowledge you two ladies, first and foremost. And I think this is a wonderful platform, like Dr. Natalie said, for community and connecting with other entrepreneurs, because it's not an easy thing. Once you get in it, you will start to understand why. You definitely have to have an understanding and that vision on why you're doing it. And just reiterating what Dr. Natalie said. And one recommendation I would give for any entrepreneur is a YouTube channel that I usually watch, Dr. Myron Golden. he's really good on speaking about entrepreneurship and sales and how money works. I think we have to understand the psychology of money and understanding how money works in order to drive more sales and revenue and things like that. One piece of advice I would give to entrepreneurs is not to be intimidated by the market. And maybe there's 100 people doing what you want to do. Don't compare yourself to who's already out there, and don't be intimidated. There may be 10 hairstylists, but they don't have what you have to offer. Everyone is different and unique. Do not be intimidated by the market. Even if it's oversaturated, you can bring something different. Don't compare yourself to other entrepreneurs who have been in the game for 10, 20 years. Run your own race and understand that it's a marathon and not a sprint. It's a journey. It's a long journey. And if you stick through it, you will succeed in it eventually. And definitely keep God first. If you have a faith, you stay grounded in your faith. That will keep you motivated, and that would be it for me. And I just want to thank you guys so much. If you guys want to connect with me, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, intrinsically Stefania. My YouTube channel is Stefania S. And I'll be looking forward to hearing from each and every one of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Stefania, amazing, amazing, amazing. I really, take to heart all you've said. Your words really resonates with many things that you have just, dropped here, the appreciation. And of course, I wanted to be sure of that YouTube channel. Is it Myron Golden or something?
Myron Golden. Yes, that's correct.
Myron Golden. Entrepreneurs in the room and every other person. This beautiful woman has made so much sense, so much impact, and has passed a lot of knowledge. Let's show them love like we used to. Come on, guys, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Let's show them the highest number of love that you can ever find on a Zoom platform. That's it, that's it, that's it. If you slide through your screen, it's coming, keep pressing it, keep repeating it, just keep dropping it there. And that's to say, we love you guys. We are proud of you, and we wish you all the best. Remember, words are just words. Actions, their work, share their work. Somebody in your community, in your environment, in your country might just be a good recommendation for what they do. Let's remember to do that. Remember, I said I'm going to extend the invitation for the Global Entrepreneurship Festival to them. So it's possible that you're going to be seeing their faces in November and every year to celebrate entrepreneurship, entrepreneurial actors, and entrepreneurship platforms across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we've gotten to the end of this session. So painful to say bye. Looking at the amazing faces, Patience, Itubi, I was really touched by your, I don't know if it's your makeup or it's your brows or something. It's just calling me and your dress. The ladies in this room are taking this so strongly. So ladies and gentlemen, make sure that gentlemen, let's represent ourselves as well. Don't let ladies come here and you just show up their beautiful faces and cover us up. So next week when we gather, let's represent. Let's remember to switch on our cameras, because when you are, let me break it down. Azomta might have been destined to see somebody in this room, but she didn't see you today because the camera was off. That's how life works. Next week, we're going to be bringing very strong investor speaker. And I think you should but you see it on our platform, and it's because of you. Make sure he sees you, because that's how the universe connects people. There is no way Stefania would say she did not see Oluwatosin, or she did not see Patience, or she did not see Jane. Some are, because they are seen, there's a form of a connection already. But no matter who you are, and you send out a DM, you are still one of those social media messages. Always remember that. So do not take for granted platforms like this. Show up, look good, wear the smile sometimes give to us, and represent so that people can see you. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope I have been able to extract just some percentage of what these guys have gone through as a form of knowledge to every one of you all. And I hope that this 90 minutes duration is well worth spent. At this stage, we've come to the end of this session. And the closing announcement is nothing but one of the, we've done events for years, many years we've been doing events, but every event we've been doing for the past 10 years, put them all together. We've done events of this in Africa. Put those events together, it's less than 10% of the Global Entrepreneurship Festival. This event is something else. Get your ticket now. If you can't, let me even say, if you can, get even the VIP tickets. You know why? Because you're going to be in the room with those kind of people that you need. They will be there. You know what happens in rooms like that? No protocol. So whatever, got some confirmations today again about some of the confirmed speakers that came in today again. No protocols. Nobody got allowed in that room. It's you and them one-on-one. And guess what? The funny thing about which you can bring down the banner. The moment I see you in that room, then you are like me. That's how business work. So when they see you as one of them, then they exchange things with you as one of them. Contacts, connections, and information. KIC, knowledge, information, and contacts is what can move you to the next level. On this note, guys, we end the very way we always start. And that is it. By putting our head together again, and we're going to take an excerpt from our mantra. Now, this ends together symbolizes unity. Oh, I see that sometimes I want to say something. Yeah.
Please, yes, thank you. I'll be fast. I want to give a shout out to Blessing. She actually invited me for this, and I think it's okay for me to shout out to her for making me a part of this. So Blessing, thank you very much, and this makes me very happy, and I'm so excited to meet every one of you. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Blessing. Thank you so much. And yeah, if you're coming here for the first time, drop it in the chat session. Give a shout out to who invited you. It's very important. That's so courteous of you. Amazing. So drop it in the chat session. Say thank you, Sunil. Thank you, Loretta. Thank you, Mr. President. Whoever invited you to the room today, just drop it in the chat session, and we'll appreciate you. If you're coming for the first time, see you next week. And of course, next month is where I speak. I always speak at the first Saturday of every month. And my topic for next month is, who are you selling to? We started the series. The first one was how to sell. What are you selling? The second one was how to sell. And the third one is, who are you selling to? And that's what I'll be taking next month. But do not miss next week. Now, let's go back to this symbol. It symbolizes unity, symbolizes togetherness, and one purpose. And what's that purpose? Entrepreneurship as a catalyst for poverty and education. We are all entrepreneurs because we want to make a world a better place. But it's a call and response kind of slogan. It's our slogan, and it's taken from our mantra. And for those who are just joining for the first time, it simply states that if you, as Zomta, you, Stefania, can achieve all that you have achieved all by yourself, if you can achieve all that alone, then the response will be, how much more can we achieve together? This confirms our belief in partnerships, collaborations, and togetherness. So mute your mic, just one or two people. I see 2 people have already done that, and others, where you are, right next to your spouse, your friend, your girlfriend, shout it out and let her wonder what's happening, and then you tell her all that you have learned today. Entrepreneurs from all over the world, if you can achieve this much alone,
how much more can we achieve together?
Thank you very much. How much more can you achieve together? DJ Kit, take it up. and it's time for spotlighting 3 minutes.
You're rocking with the best. This is Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, where African entrepreneurs at home and in the diaspora come together to connect, collaborate, and build strategic partnerships. Join us now.
Fine girls for my gate. Vanessa day for my place. Tolani said day for my state. But I tell all of them to come out for my face. Come out for my face. If they like it, they talk when they start to rotate. If you know they are no mind to go celebrate. If you want me to sing, I go sing on my day. So I tell all the girls I see them every time. Because of you, I spend my paper. I don't know what I know.
Under fire, the person where they be for. Hunger no they wire you. It be like country no they hammer you. Shake no they shake you. Shake up for over. If you want know the coco, you go make you the loco. Plenty blessings, plenty the bodo. Sure you think say I know no be today. I remember Sakpa used me they play. I've been this so far, they hustle for the street. I can't scatter everything on the legit. I see courage, enjoyment, you don't say he they kill. Under fire, they